Welcome. We're glad you're here and tuned in to the Findlay Community Spotlight Series. Findlay Automotive Group is proud to spotlight Stop DUI. We hope you're inspired by this short video, and we invite you to connect with them and many other organizations at findlayspotlight.com.
My name is Sandy Heberly. I'm the Executive Director and Victim Advocate for Stop DUI, and I've been affiliated in this movement for 35 years. We began the journey, the mission, if you will, in 1982, and we officially became Stop DUI in 1994. We've worked with thousands of victims in Nevada and across the country as well. Whenever there is a need, whenever there is a request, we are there to provide assistance and guidance, anything that an innocent victim of a drunk driving crash would require. Now, we do not make the initial contact with the victim. We don't want to be viewed as ambulance chasers. So we have to be contacted by a member of the victim's family or law enforcement or the district attorney's office. And then that's when we make the contact and we began the very comprehensive victim assistance program that we provide at no cost to the victims and their families. If we are contacted very early on, very soon after the crash, we certainly help in making funeral arrangements and everything that goes along with that initial shock of hearing that a loved one was so senselessly killed or someone had been seriously injured. We're at the hospital to find out what the needs are of that victim and of the victim's family. We have incredible support from people who have been victimized and become members of the organization, but we also get amazing support from our law enforcement agencies and through the district attorney's office. We have some wonderful judges that support our program. And so we're very, very blessed in that regard. It's a wonderful community when it comes down to having people actually take action, stand up and be accounted for and support the mission.
I am fairly new to Stop DUI. I started speaking with them about 5 or 6 months ago. My father and uncle were killed by a drunk driver. I love this program. It helps me heal and cope. I think there needs to be this program in all 50 states, nationwide, countrywide. The resources it does for the victims' families are amazing. And for the people that have to attend the program, I think it's an eye-opener for them just to realize it's, as I keep saying, it's not a scene on CSI, it's real life. And hopefully it's a big reality check to make them think before they get behind the wheel. I think if there were more programs like this, it would make a lot of people think the statistics would go down and we wouldn't have to be standing here giving these speeches. And I mean, it's sad to say, but I hopefully with my story, my father and uncle, that it will help people think.
We were coming from California when a drunk driver, the boy was 27 years old. He was, really young. He hit me on the back of my car, and then exactly I don't know what happened because I don't remember. And they took me to UNC, and my husband passed away 2 days after. And while he died, I was in coma. Every day I had to remember what happened. I never gonna forget, and that's what I try to tell the people. And I like to tell everybody, the consequence. And I try, if you like this program, tell the other people to come here, because my purpose for this is not only to let them know, oh, I got hurt and I had this problem. The thing is that it's a lot of consequence.
My whole family was nearly annihilated by a drunk driver, had 2 prior DUIs, driving on a suspended license. He was speeding at 65 in a 25-mile-an-hour zone, ran the stop sign, and crashed into my family. We were all very, very seriously injured. My mom really had the most critical injuries. She spent 3 months in a burn unit. She had numerous surgeries following that, and she did die. My introduction actually to the criminal justice system was when we went to court, and this man was given a $100 fine. So at that time is when I realized that I really need to take a look at this. Why is drunk driving not being viewed as a serious crime? Many, many laws that we've worked on over the years. We're very active in legislative reform. Aside from our victim impact panel, which we are very, very proud of because it was born right here in Las Vegas, and I had always had this idea that maybe if the DUI offenders had an opportunity to see the other side of the coin, so to speak, and how lucky they were not to have killed someone or injured someone, but to actually see their potential if they continued with that behavior, would hopefully resonate the next time they had to make that decision about whether they were going to get in the vehicle and operate that vehicle after drinking or using other drugs. And so that's how it came about. And we started it here, and it just exploded. And now these kinds of programs are presented all over the country. Very proud to tell you we have a 92% success rate. For those that go through our program, do not recidivate, which is huge. That's huge. So that's one of the programs. That's one of the education awareness programs we do. I also do training for law enforcement, for new officers that are coming in. We began the journey in 1982. 67% of all traffic fatalities were alcohol related. We were #1 in the nation. Today, we hover around between 30 and 32%. Great progress. However, that is no consolation to the people, the innocent victims, who are still being victimized by this crime. We always like to encourage our community. We appreciate having people involved and, involved in the whole process and helping us with new victims that come in and programs and education. It's so important that we get that out there and try to change the mindset. They can go to the stopdui.org website. They can also go to the Stop DUI Nevada Facebook, and the phone number is 702-456-7867. And we look forward to hearing from everybody.